My name is Abigail. Growing up in my household, it was common for the house to be filled with the smell of pumpkin and spices throughout the fall season. I grew up assisting my mom with her pumpkin bread and helping her improve her recipe throughout my childhood. Today, I will be explaining how to make a tried and true pumpkin bread recipe that will make you a hit at Thanksgiving. First, you will need to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you will gather your ingredients, which will include 2 cups unsalted all-purpose flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 3 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, a half a teaspoon of cloves, 2 teaspoons vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract, whatever you have on hand is fine, 2 cups granulated white sugar, an 1/8 cup brown sugar, 2 eggs at room temperature, 3/4 cup unsalted butter, softened, and 1 can of pure pumpkin puree. Then you'll need to mix your ingredients. First, combine flour, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and spices in a large mixing bowl. Whisk together, then set aside. Then you'll need to combine your softened butter, granulated white sugar, brown sugar, and vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract in an electric mixer bowl. Beat until just combined and it should be crumbly looking. Add in your room temperature eggs to the butter mixture one at a time, mixing until just combined. Beat on high for 1 to 2 minutes until fluffy and add the can of pumpkin puree. Beat until combined. It will be grainy looking, which is what we're looking for. Add your dry ingredients slowly, 1 cup at a time. Mix until just combined before adding the next cup of the dry ingredients. Use half a stick of unsalted butter to rub into your 2 loaf pans and split the batter evenly between the 2 pans. Then you will bake for 65 to 75 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Gently shake your pan back and forth for 1 minute after removing from the oven to help the loaf unstick from the pan. Transfer to a cooling rack and let rest for 10 minutes before serving if you prefer it fresh, or leave out for at least 2 hours if you prefer it cooled completely. Serve with butter or ice cream and enjoy. You now have a family recipe that my mother and I worked hard to improve over the years. The beautiful thing about recipes is that you are able to make changes and create something both similar and completely different from the same base recipe. My family's idea of perfection is likely not the same as yours. I encourage you to make changes and make this recipe your own. Make it to your family's taste, not mine. In conclusion, even if you were not actively perfecting this recipe with my mother and I over the years, it is still an amazing recipe to make with your family and to play around with. My mother was never one to keep recipes secret, so I encourage you to share this recipe with everyone you make it for, if they enjoy it then.